you ever ask yourself, why am I doing this? Not because you don't care, but because caring feels like it's costing you everything. You're a medical professional drowning in documentation, productivity metrics, inboxes, or just excessive demands. This story is for you. Dr. Meredith didn't want to go on the medical missions trip to Costa Rica, not because she lacked compassion, but because she was exhausted. She was trained in internal medicine, was running a new residency program. She was squeezing in as much clinical work as her schedule allowed. Even when she was with patients, present, attentive, doing everything right, something felt off. The system rewarded efficiency, not presence, and slowly, almost imperceptibly, the emotional cost added up. She found herself wondering, is this sustainable? Can I keep practicing medicine like this without losing myself? Still, the missions trip invitation stood. Each year, the Church in Michigan sends a medical team to serve in La Carpio, Costa Rica, an impoverished community of thousands of people living alongside the country's main garbage dump. The team offers medical care, dental care, pharmacy services, physical therapy, and something harder to quantify, human connection. Dr. Meredith almost said no to that. Then, a friend said that this particular trip had renewed her love of medicine. That was an encouragement Dr. Meredith needed. She didn't go looking for answers, but she did go hoping to find perspective. Once in Costa Rica, the clinic nurse brought a woman to Dr. Meredith's station. She introduced the Venezuelan woman as famous, but courageous was perhaps the stronger word. As Dr. Meredith listened, the woman told her story. She had fled Venezuela with her 3 children, one of which was an infant, walking all the way from Venezuela to the U.S. border. When she was turned away at the U.S. border, she just turned around and kept going. She didn't stop in Guatemala or Honduras, or Nicaragua, but she did stop in Costa Rica. As Dr. Meredith listened, she realized she could never fully understand what this woman had endured, and yet this moment, being present with her right now, was inherently valuable, even if a better outcome was not guaranteed. In that moment, as her own problems felt 100 times smaller, Dr. Meredith remembered something the system had slowly obscured. Medicine, at its core, isn't about fixing everything. It's about witnessing, accompanying, and relieving suffering where possible. And most of all, being present, even if only to see. Dr. Meredith returned home changed, but not magically relieved of frustration. The hard parts of medicine were still there. What changed was her why. When frustration rises now, she thinks back to Costa Rica. That patient, that moment, and she recalibrates. The trip didn't remove the weights of Dr. Meredith's responsibilities, but it reminded her that her work still mattered, and that how she shows up matters too. If you're exhausted, disillusioned, or quietly wondering how long you can keep going, maybe you don't need a drastic change. Maybe you need a reminder of why you started in the first place.